We are live. Hey, everybody. Hey, David. Well, you're part of everybody, but you know. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Now, today we're continuing our work on the B-17. I'm sure you're aware of this because that's what the title says. Yeah. I've started unwrapping from the airbrushing we did yesterday. Most of it's come up really well. I'm pretty happy with that. I'll show you that. We may as well just finish the unwrapping. Yeah, and then we'll go with some assembly. Now, depending on factors X, Y, and Z, we may just limit it to assembly today. We may do some tidy ups depending. When I say tidy ups, I'm talking about the paintwork, but that would be dependent on what we require to do for assembly. Alrighty. So, as you can see, I'm already ready to rock and roll on my caffeine front. And we shan't be doing anything without caffeine. No, we shall not. No. No. Now, let's, yes, there we go. And round you come. And let's finish our unwrapping. And then we will see what our next point of getting things done is on the assembly front. Now, show you where we're at, what I've seen thus far anyway. While we're here, up and ding and yep. Now, this has come up fairly well, I think. That's going to need a little bit of a tidy up. Oh, not there. There. It's going to need a little bit of a tidy up. It's got a bit, the masking didn't quite come up too pretty. Never mind. Actually, I might create a requires tidy up pile and a pile of good. This one largely, I believe, is all good. Pretty happy with how that's coming up. Nice and crisp. So, over here, we'll get Bombay out the way for a moment. I think this one was pretty crisp too. Yep, she's pretty. Oh, hey Stephen, how are you doing? Oh, look, coffee. I don't do I'm not well. I actually do a lot of baking, but I don't eat as much of what I cook or what I bake. Largely on account of if I did, I'd be an Oompa Loompa. I'm actually trying to get my weight down. All right, so those two are nice and pretty. This one's will be requiring a tidy up, but we're probably not going to do that today. I'm just putting it somewhere so that I'm aware of that fact. Zoom out a little. Yeah, because the thing is, here we go. Now on this one, this is going to require a little bit of a tidy up here. Like I said, we're not doing that today. It's actually, that's not bad, really, is it? Yeah, little bits here, but we'll do that sort of stuff once we've got the whole thing together. Yeah. But overall, that's coming together quite nicely there. Just put the rest of the all good pile. Let's see how these ones rolled out. There. Now, yes, again, pretty chipper with that, I am. And on the other side, there's the top. There we go. Pretty happy with that. The tape has done its job. Who would have thunk it? This is we're having two sticky bits on each other. There's a bit of a curve. There we go, maybe. Oh, Mhm. Why, you little? Gotcha. Right, how are we looking on this side? Pretty. I'm happy with that. They're all coming up pretty well. Oh, Jesus. You just don't need them apples. Now, where do you go to? The thing I always get nervous about dropping um, pieces is that if it goes under, I get worried that it would go under the wheels of my chair, which I'm sure we'd agree would be a bad outcome. Now, I've not heard it go crunch, so I've got to find the bloody thing. I'm going to get out of my chair for a moment. Let's have a look, see. It's about somewhere unusual, as they do. However, that is a substantial piece and should be easily located. Jesus. Where the hell did it go to? Is it behind me? Wow. That's, where the hell? It's at the level of, because I know it came up okay, I think I'll go and find it afterwards rather than worry about it right now. It is somewhere, at least I won't be crunching it with my feet or my chair, so it's safe in that regard, I guess. Let me just see if it's anywhere under there. No. What the hell? Okay, I don't mind. It's a really, as I said, it's a big piece, so it will be okay and easy to find. I'm still trying to get my noggin around how it went so far as to not being in the line of vision. It's an impressive feat for an inanimate object. Let's see how this one travelled. I'm not sure which one I did on top. No, it doesn't really matter. We've got to start on things there. Ah. Go. So far it's looking a little tidy up there, but nothing too heavy. There we go. Mostly, that's very pretty. Pretty. I'll give you a bit more of a... Yep, there you go. Yep. Nice and clean. That's the way we want it. Yes, it is. There's, like I said, there's a little tidy up there, perhaps. But that's not going to be hard. I might put that with that. So I wouldn't mind getting them tidied up before I put them on the main frame. That's my yep, line of thought. Now, we're almost ready to get onto our assembly. Just... Okay. I was going to say it's like unwrapping your Christmas present, but not so much. Thank you. Yeah. I think our next step on the assembly is to put that into the other side of the fuselage to what I'm dealing with right now. Now, how did I go? all coming together. I'm pretty happy with how clean most of the paintings come up as far as doing the frost retarders. Is that the correct term for it? I tell you, kids, everything's coming up Rockstar. Very happy with that. And winner! Happy, joy time. That merits, once you get the last bit of tape off, that merits the zoom in, I reckon. That's crisp. And given that I used one piece of tape to create the curve and all the rest, I'm really happy with that. If, one small caveat, has this done its job? If it has, we have absolutely nailed it on that one. Oh, hang on, where's that tape? Give me a moment. That would be tape, surely. But I think it matters. Is that tape or is that paint? I'll deal with that later, but maybe. So yeah, she's yeah, we'll tidy that up. That's a nice crisp line on the oh, hey Paul, how you doing? On there, so I'm pretty chipper with that. Pretty happy with the way most of it's now. I'll get this out because we're going to be using this shortly. Last one to actually no, there's a couple of other bits we'll unwrap while we're here. These are not ones we did yesterday, but just these ones. Yeah. Off you go. These are the bits that make the, I'll zoom out a bit further, tail gunner position. Okay. Oh, geez, I've got a bit of coffee in this. Never mind. As you can see, there's the coffee. But yeah, inside, outside. Zoom you back out. Oh, hey, Blue Streak, how you doing? Get that out the way. Next one. Then we'll unwrap the wing. And then we'll put that into that. And then we'll see what follows after that. Okay, this one. All right. Oop. That's going to might require a tidy up. It depends. It probably doesn't matter. I can actually check that to some extent. Now that would go on this side. There will be a little tidy up required, but I'm probably going to be, I'll just tidy up that little bit of Boeing grey, that's all. Pretty happy with how they've come up with their interior green, khaki, Boeing grey combo. So we'll just pop them aside. Now, final bit of unwrapping. Then, actually, one thing I will do before we get on to putting that is I'm going to get the blue tack out of here, because if I forget it, and don't think that's beyond my limited mental capacities. Yeah, look, we all know the shit that can happen. And just while I'm here unwrapping, taking masking off, let's just get that, shall we? But first, alrighty. Gonna need to touch up that a little bit, but so far, in fact, I think you can see that is just straight 3M magic tape. I will give us a moment. Scotch tape, this stuff. Yeah, it's give us. In fact, if you give me a moment longer, I'll go a step further for you just to make sure you can correctly identify the product or like similar one. Give us a moment. Oh, thanks, Big Racer. The stuff you're looking for, if you give me a moment, is dearie me. My hips gave me a the old greyberry ain't what he used to be moment. Tell you, don't be needing them apples. Dearie me. Now, the stuff you're looking for is this. It's pretty much your standard office clear tape. Well, yeah, look, the only reason I started using it was because I saw a dude, he's on YouTube, and Plasmo. He is well worth checking out. He's got some goods. I think he's either Ukrainian or Polish by his accent. And I saw a video he did where he did this very funky thing with an albatross, not the bird, the aircraft. And what he was doing was actually creating ribbing on the wings. It was very cool, and something when I saw it, I thought, right, well, when I do a biplane next, which will be some while, but I will be doing some, this is something to take into mind. It was very cool. Anyway, point being, he was using this. And as I watched, what I thought was very cool, and by virtue of the fact that he could do it, obviously I could do it. It's not rocket science. Unless somebody can, if one person can, surely you can. Excuse me, I'll get a mouthful of coffee. Yeah, boom. I started using it. And the thing I like about it is you can see where you've put it. So you'll know if you're in the right position. With solid stuff, look, it has its place. But this clear stuff can really help you get those... there you go. Yeah, you know the man. He's got some good gear, man. I've been well impressed. I haven't seen his diorama stuff, but that ribbing effect he did on The also he did big. Actually, something he did was really cool. I gotta say, was not only did now I hasten to add he was dealing on a fairly large scale, which made this next bit a little easier. And I wouldn't try it on I've toyed with the idea on 1:72 because it requires stencils. He even created the effect of where you would have the cross on the wings, how that would come through lightly on the underside. And you've got to be going, bravo, sir, bravo. You know, yeah. I'm quite happy to give him a big review because from everything I've seen, the man is look. It's always good to watch dudes who are really good at stuff because you get ideas. It's very simple, really, isn't it? I remember when I was playing rugby, when I was young, I only sort of like, I was coming up good, but still learning the game a bit. And one of the best tips I was given, and you can apply this to any field in actuality, I would say, was if you want to know what you should be doing, we'll apply it to the term that was given to me. If you want to know what you should be doing as a prop forward, watch whoever's playing in your position, in an international. And you think, well, yeah, international level is top notch. They will know exactly what they're doing. Ergo, you just copy that, mate, and you'll be doing fine. Any other field, much the same. Just bear in mind what top-notch ones do and copy of that. Can't go wrong. Oh, hey, Duster, how you doing? Okay, that's that all cleared out. That will require that little touch up there, but that's okay. It's all coming along quite nicely. Now we'll put these aside for that little touch up that I want to be doing. Before I put them on. Now, our next port of call yeah, I am on Twitch, and the reason I didn't respond to your chatting on Instagram, my apologies, by the way, is that they don't come through I'm on StreamYard, is where I do my stream from, and the Instagram chat doesn't seem to come through for whatever reason. Now, here we go, guys. But yes, thank you for coming over to see me on Twitch. I'm also on YouTube. Right, so it's that way around. You'll find a lot more of my viewers are on YouTube. There we go. Oh, look at that, guys. That is sweet. Thank you, Linesman. Thank you, Ball Boys. Yeah. Well done, Revell. That's rather good. What? Jeez, that's without glue even. God damn, Kilogram, how do you figure? Well impressed with that. Okay, I'll stop gushing and glue it into position, shall I? This is the Memphis Belle. It's an 8th Air Force one. Give us a moment, I'll give you the exact specs. And then I'll glue that in. The Belle was the 91st Bomber Group, 324th. They got 324'd. How the hell? I've got to zoom in for this one. This is funny. Yeah, you'll need a fair bit, mate. 320 forward. What the hell is 320 forward? 324th. Dear, oh dear. 324th Bomb Squadron, but the 91st Bomber Group, 8th Air Force. Now, the amount of paint you'll require, in the words of the late, great William Shakespeare, quite a shitload, mate. Well, actually, I don't know if he did say that, to be honest. Maybe if he'd had more imagination. Anyway. Revell translation, correctamundo, mate. 124 Harrier. Oh, yeah, that would be... Yeah, 124 aircraft, you know, I've got to say, the idea of doing one is kind of cool. My biggest issue is where I put it. That's my biggest issue. The detail would be, from what I've seen, or not just would be, is pretty special if you go for a 124 aircraft. I just wouldn't know where to put it. A mate of mine, I don't know if they're being promoted over in other countries. 60 centimeters, Jesus, that's big, man. My bombers, well, that's about. Actually, give us a. Bearing in mind my hand span, I don't know. That my hand span is about 9 inches. So we've got 9. They're about a 4-inch heavy in my go-to scale, being 1:72, is about 12 inches. It's about 12 inches long, as the choir boy said to the bishop. I'm a bad man. Second, both Airfix. When I was a kid, the only two real manufacturers were Revell and Airfix, and I used to build their kits. And the Japanese ones, is this coming clear or is this blocked? Give me a moment. I just might have to put a flicker lighter over the needle. Give us a moment. Anyway, when I restarted my hobby, and I'm going to have to flick the lighter over this, I reckon. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. I preferred not. Yeah, well. All right, give us a moment. Yeah, anyway, when I got back in the hobby a few years back, my first ports of call were the stuff sorry, I just nailed the camera. While I'm here, I might pick up. I dropped a toothpick, and I'm a bit wary of that because I remember last place I lived, I've been a bit lackadaisical with picking up toothpicks until I nailed one into one of my toes, and like long ways. I was like, yeah, nah, we're not going to be going through that again. Anyway, Focke-Wulf, nice. Yeah, what was I going to say? Yeah, so I went back to the things I knew as a kid, which was Airfix and Humbrol. And it didn't take me too long to realise that the terrain had changed quite dramatically in the... Oh, God, how long has it been since I've built? God, I can't even think. A long time. Been a long time, Bill. Oh, stop. Normally there's a flicker of flame that comes out if you have to do it. There we go, we're good. Anyway, but yeah, so these days I tend to use these for my airbrushing, Vallejo for my detailing when I want to be nice and quick about shit. Now what I might do actually, before eye glue, and it's a minor thing, but it's probably worth doing if you want to do it properly. You should never half do shit. And what it is I've got a bit of paint where the bind should happen, so I should probably clean that up just as a matter of course. Anyway, and I've got to say the old Airfix kits, because I've got some of their older ones, wee bit rumpty. The later ones are very nice. They're good. The older ones, and what to use on that painting? There we go. And Revell as well. It's much the same sort of a deal. I might get a slightly different file out for those bits. They're hey Stephen, hey Lindsay. Their earlier ones get a. This is the what's the line out of? There's a Monty Python sketch I'm thinking of, but the big line is. Their early ones are the other kits with a message on it. And the message is, beware. These are not kits for building. These are kits for laying down and avoiding. But the later ones, yeah, nice. But I guess it's because they're getting shot cleanly out of the saddle by the likes of Tamiya. Hasegawa are a bit basic, I find. I like Tamiya because they've got really good detail. And I've got to say, I've only done the one Tamiya kit, but it was a joy to build. It really was, you know. It was all that and a bag of grits. There we go. Now we've got some nice clean contact points there. Booful. Boom. All right. Put the file away. Oh, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, Matilda actually has a tank of its own. Yeah. There's something interesting about them. I think most of them got, by the end of the war, got repurposed for what were called the funnies in the invasion of Europe, because they used the shells of Matildas for laying these tracks that would go over soft sand to enable troops to run over. What else did they use them for? There's a couple of them, but yeah, that's something I wouldn't mind building. The funnies for D-Day. I have my hands completely full with a very significant building agenda anyway, so I probably don't need to. That's this side that's going in. So, there we go. Lid on. go. Now, that's yeah. Right. Now, wouldn't mind just letting it. Cal's going to need. No, that's just good. It can just sit there like that, winning. No, I have not done any Bronco kits. There's quite a few actually. One kit I am looking forward to do. It's not a Bronco, but there's a few kits from Armour Hobby that I have in my stash that I'm looking forward to. They're another manufacturer I haven't built before. Okay, let's have a look. See, guys, what we're doing next. I'll give you a bit of a zoom in on that, because I'm feeling pretty good about it. Yeah. Oh, hey, Scott, how you doing, man? Yep. So there we have him, guys. Nice and snug. You got to give him points for that. All I can say is, well done, Revell. Well done. All right, zoom out. Now, what's our next? Look, yeah, those kits that are hard to find. You know what? Actually, here's something I'd really, really like to build if I could find one, but no manufacturer produces. But there's two things: the prototype of the BF-109 and the prototype of the Spitfire. If I could get either of those, I'd be a happy camper. All right. Now, our next port of call, good people, is chairs here. Thus, give me a moment. You're going to need to do a wee bit of a image. Yeah, I've thought about doing a BF-108, but what I'd really like, there are many things I'd really like, but in this particular instance, what I'd like is as I said, there's the bit we're looking for. Oh, now look, there's something I'm going to show you in a minute, guys. All I can say is, well, that's just a wee bit good. Give me a moment. Now, what we're going to do, once I find, actually, before, the other thing I need to, oh wait, Lindsay's communicated that, dearie me. Now, what I'm going, that's a bit good about, is this. We've got to put two chairs on here. What they have very considerately done is, as you can see, that's where the little legs go, of the chairs, that is. Boom. I can only go bravo to that. That's going to make life a fair bit easier. Zoom out. Rip. Now, one tiny chair, two tiny chairs. Now, they have them both facing forward, by the looks of it. Indeed, they do. And in this instance, I'm going to roll with that. I would have thought, why wouldn't you be under the desk? But hey, Be that as it may. Now, once they've dried, we can start looking at putting these in. If you can't see that there. But I want those chairs to dry first. And in fact, I think I'd wait till that's in position because, in fact, that's what they recommend to do. Wait till that's in position because that's going to give it the stability to go bam without any real faff about, which is a bit of a win. Yeah, right. Interesting. What brand's that? Now, oops. I'm not going to require a lot of glue on this, I don't think. So, I'll do the back one first. Oh! Toothpick time. Come here, you can grab two of them by doing it. I ask you. Yeah, right. There we go. There's that one. These chairs were a bit of a pain in the patoonie because there are actually three pieces that you have to put together. It's like, really? And the answer is yeah, really. Oop. There we go. Now, let's do the next one. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, stop. And hang on. Can I see the light? Not quite, grasshopper. Not quite. Yep. So yeah. All right, there's our chairs. We'll let them dry. All right, zoom out. Yep. Next on our agenda, people, let's have a look. Well, we're letting that dry. This is what we've decided. Got them done. All right. Chairs. Onto here. Let's get that happening, shall we? Well, getting into the nitty-gritties quite quickly now, which was always the aim of the game of taking the time to do the prepping. Now I just need to find, well, there's two things I need to find here. First one is very easy. Boom. No worries, Duster. Thanks for swinging past. I appreciate that. Have a good night, mate. I think you might be my first visitor from South Africa. I could be wrong. Now, just got to find the chairs. They'll be in one of these bags, I should think. Looking. Now, these are the real ones. These look like they're all gummed. These are... Aha! Aha! We have found them. Excellent. Oops. Back to the microphone there. Yeah, cool. Ah. Yeah, I've actually seen that, David, and I tried to track one down and just, yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, it was that's on my wish list is the prototypes, because particularly with the 109, in fact, more than the Spitfire, because okay, here's a plan, guys, that I'm going to share with you. I have a dream, not one where of an America where all people are equal, although that would be a fine thing. That is not the dream that I'm speaking of. My dream is first I'm going to be, once I've completed the B-17 and the Lavochkin, I'm going to commence building of 2 shells. This is all relevant to the BF-109s, by the way. This waffling will all make sense shortly. And what it is that I'll be doing a Mustang car and a Mustang, or it's a Mustang cars, 2 in fact, and 3 Mustang aircraft, making a Mustang shelf. I've even got a Mustang horse that I've got. Don't have to paint that; it's already just bang. I've got the Mustang horse. I also want to do a BF-109 shelf. I've got the kits to do pretty much models A through K. There is no J to the best of my knowledge. No, hang on. A to K, yeah. H, I, J, K, E, F, G, H. I've got an H. There is no I or J, but I'd have the K4. In fact, that'll be the next one because that's Heartlands. I'm going to build a 109 shelf. But if I had the prototype, I would have every type. Yeah. Oh, thanks, Lindsay. Ooh, wheels and wings. Oh, look, you're in that. I want you to know, David, all you're doing there is enabling me. And there's nothing wrong with that in my take, I tell you, by golly. I will put the stuff back in the bag now. So as it doesn't, so that I know where it all almost knocked that onto the floor again. Dear, dear people. Now, sprue cutters. I've managed to stop myself from bursting into a quick round of the stone cutters song, which I frequently do when I pick up my sprue cutters. Yeah. Yeah, you. Ooh. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, again, Paul, look, you're talking to a man who's got little or no willpower when it comes to that. Actually, wait, I've got to do the voice properly for you. I'll even tell you where I got this one from. There's a Simpsons episode where Lisa and Bart use Grandpa Simpson as a ghostwriter. Or no, he's the name they use, and they write for Itchy and Scratchy. They go to an awards ceremony, and one of the nominees is the Action Man ads, How to Buy Action Man. And it's got this kid going, but Mummy, I want it. And mate, I just want you to know, if you're going to throw that sort of thing in front of me, all I'm going to be saying is, but Mummy, I want it. I'm a shocker. There are two things that I am absolute whore for. One, anything to do that I require modelling wise, and of late, clothes. I don't know what's come over me, but hey, what can I say? When I step out, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I'll stop there too. Should probably touch that with a bit of paint, but you know what? Yeah, who's going to notice that once it's in there? I think we both know the answer. All know the answer to that one. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Now, is there a particular way around they recommend for these to go? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. All right. That's a bit curious. They have them facing opposite each other, facing that way, then that way on this. But here they have them side by side. Pourquoi? Ah, and the chair goes, there's a chair in there. I just did that one too. You know, I'm inclined to put them all on. And, well, something we can do. Let's have a look at this for a moment. Come here again. Oh. Yeah, there'll be enough space to do that one facing into its comms unit. And then this one. What's on that wall? Let's have a look. Otherwise, I'll have it facing that way. We'll find out. Ding, 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 ding. Boom. Yeah, we'll have him facing there. Now, on that topic, here's a moment. Yep, they are good to go. That is good to go. Here's our other chair. So we can get all of that happening. That's a bit good. I'm feeling most chipper about that as an outcome. I tell you, yeah. Look, let's face it. Modelling is one of those hobbies that is dangerous. I know there's a lot of hobbies like that, and certain things that if you own, you're going to be, and as part of a hobby, is going to cost you. Like I've heard boats, recreational boats, described as a hole in the water you throw money into. The amount of maintenance. Now let's just see if I can get it to sit without holding it. No, okay. What I might do. Actually, yesterday I went on an absolute shopping binge. I got myself some hats. I actually got one because what I wanted, um, I've always thought that, you know, the Africa core cap with the little circle thing. What's the hell with the circle? They're trying to supply people with a target. Be that as it may, I've always thought they looked cool, and I've managed to get the right sort of cap, and I've got the leaf and circle thing coming from another source. I'll get it sewed on. I'll have the cap there, and I've got myself two golfing berets. Well, that's what they're called. They're more like governor caps, but yeah. And a fedora, trilby. Yeah, I went ballistic, man. And I got myself some books, and oh dear, I tell you, I get ahead to steam up, man. Oh, dangerous man. Now let's see if that actually makes it sit a little better. This is just it doesn't matter if it doesn't. So what I might do, I have a cunning plan. You know it. But what we'll do, so that will stay nice and even for us. Okay. Good. I might try that one more time. Well, it's going to stay even. Nah, we will need to hold it for a bit. That's okay. That's okay. Okay. Ah, hey, Clutter and Debris, how you doing? I'll just hold that for a little. I won't need to hold it for long. That's at least one thing. I'm sure we're again aware of this. And boom! Looky that. That easy, kids. Now, I'm going to turn that around that way. We shall repeat the process. Yes, we shall. Yes, we shall. Now, then I might as well put that chair in. This is all very good stuff, guys. I'm feeling very chipper about this because now we're getting to the point where we can start really putting things in place in a pretty major way. And in fact, I'd say we might be able to get the cockpit in today as well. That'd be cool. Because that should be dry enough. Or do I want to exhibit patience, heaven forbid? Oh, look at that. Just, that's sitting. Do I care? No. Alrighty. Look at that. That's coming along. Happy with that. Now, next. Get the chair in. And the angle they have it at, I'll put this far away, is that way. Of course they do. That makes sense. It's all coming up Robster, I tells you. Now, next. So, come here, you. Boom. That might just nudge that up a bit. Beautiful. And we'll pop that over to there. Excellent. And there was much rejoicing. Now, next. Do I want to see about the cockpit? Hang on, let's have a look. I would be pretty happy if I got the cockpit in today. I really would. I'd be stoked. All right. Just looking at what's coming up. Got the ball turret assembled. Oh, that's kind of funky. You don't glue the ball turret, you let just, so it can actually move. That's kind of cool. Oh, hey, cutie guy, how you doing? All right. Now, cockpit. Oops. Let's see how easily. That's a little more tricksy. Do I wish to wait? No, I do not. No. Let's have a look at that. Okay. So, hang on. Something moved just then. Yes, it did. Let's see what's happened there. Give me a moment. Will it come off? No. But, yes, you'll see that steering column is a bit loose. And I think what we'll do, give me a moment. I'm good, mate. I'm very good. I've been making some good progress. I want this to dry before I put the cockpit in. I'm going to really do that one. Because of that. That's okay. There's plenty of other things we can work on and make good progress. We've made good work already. We've got all our chairs in, and we've got our little. Now it's starting to piss me. That's what you're supposed to. Why are you not? Now, the thing that's starting to frustrate me is I'm bumping this chair now. I'm supposed to be building and not disassembling it, you know? bit longer. Come on, don't lie to me. Might see about getting some quick glue if this continues. Need to be across there. There we go. I think maybe almost. Finally, I ask you, what a pain in the ass, eh? Sure, who needs that sort of behaviour? Dear, oh dear. We'll let that dry. Slide that over to there. Now, let me see. I've got to keep a bit of an eye on the time because I have appointments to go to, as is not usually the case. Now, other things. These guns need to go onto that. Now, so what that is this. How stable is that? Not bad. What I want is for that to hold. At least, yeah, that's good. That's stable. So as I can get the guns in. That's the plan. That's the theory. Mouthful of coffee required. Now, once I've got this done. Oh yeah, coffee. This is stuff what I'll do. I think this will be stuff we do tomorrow. So yeah, I'll get the guns on this hopefully, all being well. Then I'll wind the stream up, and I won't be back tomorrow, but I will be back Monday because tomorrow is Saturday. So tomorrow morning I will be fishing. Yes, I will. Yes, I will. Indeed, it is the sacred day of fishing. Now, let's go around this way. And sit. Like that. There we go. It's just that easy, guys. The FX coffee. Ha. At least I assume that is how it sits. Give us a look. That's looking pretty tidy. And the fact that it's just sitting like that tells you pretty much that, yeah, that's how it should go. Oh, no, it is not, maybe. Yeah, it is. Fantastic. That easy. There you go. And at that point, it's all just no, that's how they see it. Okay. So, yep. That's those in position with gun ammunition racks in underneath. Other stuff we've done today, might as well give that all a run. We've got our chairs onto here. We've got our chairs onto here. We got that into there. So we're making good progress. I'm happy with all of this. Now on Monday, what we'll do is we will get all this sort of stuff done. We'll move the cockpit into position. We'll get that floor area into position. And at that point, it starts coming down to stuff like putting all these parts together. But this will all happen. At various points, we're going to need to do some painting. That's neither here nor there. We'll do that happening in due course. All right. Now, I shall wind up the stream. Yep. I shall enjoy fishing. I always do, mate. That's the whole point of fishing, really, now, isn't it? Indeed, I would submit for your consideration, good sir, that at the end of the day, I mean, okay, work is stuff that people don't generally enjoy, but on the whole, if you're doing something outside of beyond work, if you're not enjoying it, why the hell are you doing it? I enjoy a lot of things. I make sure of that. All right. Now, as I said, I will not be back tomorrow because I'm fishing. And Sunday as well. Sunday. Not like I'm a churchgoer. It's just, hey, you know. Oh, my pleasure, David. And I will be back Monday. Now, it's Australian Monday. Which may be Sunday if you're in the US, or depending what part of Europe you're in, and yada, 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 yada. You will leave that discussion there. But I will be back at that time. Actually, no, well, we sort of do, sort of don't, clutter and debris, in as much as we catch fish. We're very good at that, actually. But what we do is put them back. My mate's actually the one who initiated that. I used to be a FI, maybe have a feed out of it, you know. But my mate's take on it is he couldn't be asked with the scaling gutting process, which is rather messy. And oh, my pleasure, Paul. Rather messy and kind of yucky and yada yada yada. And I got to say, yeah, you know, when all's said and done, could I be bothered? No. Yeah, that's correct, cutie guy. And yeah, it's better for the environment, and you do feel a bit better about putting them back, you know. Well, yeah, there we go. But yeah. Anyway, I'll be back on Australian Monday. Any first-time viewers out there, you know what I'm about to suggest. It's the follow, like, subscribe routine. I'm sure you can work that out. If you want to track me down on other platforms, I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and Discord, and Rob the Builder and Food Monster on Twitter. What are those words, kids? They are follow, like, or subscribe. Your nose wants to. Alrighty, that's me done, guys. Thanks for watching. I do appreciate it, and hopefully I'll catch you next time. See yous.